Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another reaction. Today we have a long vacation from Arknights. This is another song from the Patreon producer queue from Zephyrina X. Zephyrini X.
First try.
I am pretty sure I've seen this one on a lot of comment sections before, so I know this won't be one that is coming out of the blue for a lot of people. But here we are finally getting to it anyway. So let's do that, shall we? Let's go. Ooh. We're getting jazzy today? Oh yeah, I'm turning this up.
Boardwalk breezy, half a day.
I thought it was gonna be an instrumental.
Ice cream, pizza, lemonade, summer. Oh, la-di-ya-di-ya-da,
Beautiful vocal tone.
la-di-ya-di-ya-da, la-di-ya-di-ya. Drifting, scattered thoughts in clouds, summer. Saying what you feel out loud, that summer. Oh, June gloom followed winter blues. Now oceanside in sandy shoes. We don't have a thing to do. Ditch your clothes, jump in, take your cares and turn.
Drums on this one are really fun.
Waves crash, turning misty.
Very classic jazz drums here.
Brushes my lips. Stop talking and kiss me. It's a summer hit. Skyline hot and hazy, full of hot air balloons. Coastline in the summer. It feels like you. Feels like you. Said it feels like you. Feels like you.
Throwing in some scat. This is the type of jazz song that I would play casually. The drums on these are just really simple and fun. A lot of room for doing fills. You don't have to think about it too hard. You just kind of go. Sit in the pocket and let everyone else around you have a good time with their own instruments. And nobody gets mad when you throw in a little funky groove or a fill. That was a fun solo. That was really creative.
This is how we do it now. Waves crash, turning misty. Salt brushes my lips.
And again, mentioning the singer, beautiful voice. That perfect, like, the jazz tone you would expect out of like the 30s. I love that sound. Very classic.
It feels like you.
She's putting a lot of like special inflection on her voice to get a certain sound out of it.
It feels like you.
So smooth. All right, so I took a quick look at the credits of this one, and of course it was Adam Gubman. Of course it was. I just listened to a song from Ambient Synesthesia that was done by David Lynn and Obadiah, and it's like, okay, I had a chunk in that video that I did edit out where I was telling Adam to step up his game because that song was so good. And this is definitely matching it in the vibes. This one had its own separate vibe, but I really do appreciate them. They come from a very similar place, I'm sure. And the singer, Caity George, I had to look up how to say her name. That's how you say it. It's not spelled like that, but that's how you say it. Beautiful singer. Hey, editor Rob here. When I was looking up Katie's name, I actually found out that she's on tour currently. So if you're in any of the areas that she has yet to be to this year, you should definitely go support her. Absolutely gorgeous vocals there. If Caity ever sees this, beautiful work. I love the scatting. It was super fun. It's a sort of thing that I do hear quite often when I'm listening to jazz, and of course, vocal jazz has a lot of that aesthetic. I don't know why I love jazz the way I do. I'm not even able to play a lot of jazz because it's a little beyond me in skill and patience. But songs like this, like I had mentioned during the reaction, I would love to just sit and play because you really don't have to overthink it. A lot of songs that get a little more creative with their time signatures and everything that is like structurally complex kind of loses me because I'm more simple than that as a drummer. I just like to sit in the pocket and groove, and songs like this allow a little bit of freedom in there to play around the kit and explore, and it's that sort of thing that gets me excited, not having to learn a song with a bunch of complex rhythms that make me have to think too hard in order to play. I love the solos in there. Constantly throughout, the brass was just holding this song together. Like, yeah, you got a little bit of everything being played in there. It's just a jazz band, so you get all the usual suspects, but there's something about a jazz brass that just makes you feel so satisfied. I really, like I said, don't know how to explain it. It's something that's always just been a part of my soul, I guess. I love jazz. I love a lot of genres, but there's something about jazz where I could just sit in a bar somewhere and just listen and just enjoy every second of it. It's a similar reason as to why I loved movies like Disney's Soul. It's just such a good film for showing how jazz feels, and it's something that is so undersung, no pun intended. I mean, even if you're not a huge fan of jazz, you have to have some respect for jazz and jazz musicians, jazz composers. They have some of the hardest jobs in music purely because night after night they're basically improving everything, and having a good band leader is extremely important in that front, but you have to be an amazing musician to not only follow but listen to everyone around you and make things work. It's just absurd how open-ended your thought process has to be in order to make that sort of thing work so consistently and be done so well. So yeah, sorry about this little rant about jazz. I love jazz. I love the concept behind jazz. All in all, beautiful song, really fun hearing it. Beautiful vocals from Caity George, beautiful composition by Adam as per usual. And if you like what you saw and you want to see more, you know how to support me. I will see you in the next video. Goodbye!